Right. NDXH. So look at that one. Yeah. Yeah. I'm okay, mate. I'm okay. Well, it's still red at the moment, but hey, look, easy come, easy go. There we go. Zoom will break the $half. I'm not sure which $half, the 65.50 or the 66.50. I mean, Zoom, I managed to trade Zoom, but we got just shy of $1,400 out of Zoom, but it's sideways now. So it's currently 66.29. Dead on one. Just had a spot of dinner. Maybe a little bit too much. Now I want to go. Now I want to take a nap. Feel like entering into a food coma. And I missed this move up as well. Almost $4. So we're just sat here, putting our thumbs, sitting on our hands, waiting for the sun to set, I guess. Oh, Ronaldo's joined. Idea Bioscience, not great volume, but just had a little bit of a pop, just breaking highs. When I don't feel like I can make it back, that's for. The key is not to let your losses cloud your judgment, not to start emotionally trading, and to recognize when you're getting emotionally charged. That's when you walk away. The way I look at it is, look, if there's volatility enough to lose 10k, then there's volatility enough to make 10k. Volatility enough to lose 5k, then volatility enough to make 5k. So I'm not saying that we'll be able to make back the 7.5 that we're currently in the hot for, but I've got to be here if something moves. Right now, I won't be taking a trade unless I think it's worthwhile. And what I will be doing is taking a look at what the earnings are tonight. I don't think there's any significant earnings. Let's have a quick look. It's Benzinga. So after the market closes, we've got True Blue, Bank of Butterfield, Packaging, Range, Canadian National Railway. There's nothing. There's a couple of regional banks might be worth taking a look at, but there's Trustco, for example. Nothing really jumping out. Whirlpool. West Bank. First Republic. That's probably about it. Nothing really worth kind of staying up and so maybe just wait for later in the week. Yeah, I saw that. Still not quite where I need it to be. It's just broke over $2 now, Eric. I'm just keeping my eye on a few things. Well, it didn't really. 66.59, so 66.60, 66.75, whatever. It's still kind of sideways from where it's not really broke out of that range. It dipped underneath it, but it's kind of still in there. I wouldn't get excited about the Zoom. Good catalyst, mind, if it's true. Well, green's green, Fuzzy. Any green's good green. This is a long-winded day today. Ouch, that's going to hurt on the commissions, Fuzzy. Did you say you were paper trading today? Well, that's a good day. That's a good day's trading. Oh, that's still good. That's still good. Don't worry about that. No worries, Fuzzy. It's just a gateway, basically, just to keep the riffraff out. Let's have a look at Zoom. I'm not seeing that there. Yeah, BIOS. Probably still the one that's got potential. For me. I mean, I'll take a look at MGRX. Yeah, it's a bit choppy for me. Gets over 215 maybe, but it's a bit choppy. And it got over $3 on Friday. Yeah, innate bios, huge volume today. 150, over 150 million shares traded. Normally trades 80,000. I mean, go figure. And it's a great catalyst. It is a great catalyst. Yeah, just MGRX is a bit too choppy for me. I'm not seeing any price action I can get in on. I managed to get a little bit out of Zoom before it just started ranging. I will look for another move back up. Been adhering to this ascending trend line. Yes, adhering to that pretty well. Through that. It was down here. Let's wait for this to thin out. I need to do a lesson on using the level 2 to avoid the false breakout. Yeah, volume there, Roger. So RVPH, it's moved up nicely, so it's like 10% in the last 2 hours, which is not bad. But what you're missing is volume. You see the lack of volume at the bottom. It's done less than 300,000 shares all day. So whilst the move is kind of nice, and you've got like, you know, it's above the VWAP. It's moving up nicely. It's not that volatile. So the average true range across the 1 minute chart, each candle is like averaging 3.5 cents. The spreads are 9 cents. So my advice is always, if your 1 minute ATR cannot cover your spread by at least 2x, it's too risky to trade. Now, the two things you want are volatility and volume. So clearly the volatility is not there when the spreads are bigger than the range, and the volume just isn't there. So RVPH, I'm afraid, it's not really a good setup for a trade. But you know, I wouldn't say lots of stocks, Roger. It looks like it on the chart, but it's not. That's just blanks. It's not stocks, it's blanks, because there's nobody trading it. It's not volatile enough to get volatility halts. I think we'll see quite a bit of selling off this week. It depends what news they drop to alleviate it. I think that's how are the companies, how are they're going to play it. So you might see quite a few companies announcing layoffs this week, which will push the stock up. It reduces the EBITDA. Increases the EBITDA. And it reduces the capital expenditure as well. So the biggest expense that that companies have, is personnel, wages and the like. So if they reduce that, then the EBITDA goes up, and that's what shareholders care about, is the EBITDA. And that's one of the things that last month, I think it was Meta, Google, and a few others, Amazon, they announced the laying of people off. So yeah, it's low volume and not very volatile, Roger. So when you've got like I say, when the average true range, when your range of movement on each candle is less than your spread, it basically, what you effectively end up getting is what's known as barcoding. So it just won't. There's no opportunity to make a profit on it. Please do what, OAL? The MGRX is ranging sideways right now, so I just need a bit more. All right, okay. So yeah, I'll probably do that some stage this week then. And you can always use the recorded videos for the level 2. It has fun. It's very choppy today. I mean, there's been a couple of good movers, but not many. So the rest have just been very choppy. I was probably a little bit too aggressive to start off with and lost the money, so that's not a bad thing. Well, it is, but it's not something that I need to worry about. Yo, welcome back. Not seen you for a while. What are the rules I use to? What are the rules I'm using? How do I decide to buy and sell? I'm looking for stocks. I have criteria of the stocks that I'm selecting for trade. So I'm looking for stocks that are upwards trending because I'm a long bias. I'm looking for stocks that are upwards trending, exhibiting, you know, upwards momentum, then I'm looking for pattern breakouts. So whether it's double bottoms or ascending wedges, bull flags, narrowing triangle, whatever the patterns I'm looking for, that's what I'm looking at. Inverse head and shoulders, all that kind of stuff. So looking for stocks that are and what I'm also looking for is the volume, good volatility, and then I'm looking for stocks that I believe I can get in terms of the range. What is the likelihood I can make X amount on this per share, like between 5, 10, 20 cents, whatever the scenario may be, based on the velocity of the movement. And I can see, you know, how quickly it's moving when I look at the when I look at the time and sales, as well as the price action, the candle formation. Yeah, absolutely, Neve. Yeah, I called that out, DS, earlier. Not well. Again, the Coca-Cola today had earnings, and it was a decent report, but they've sold off the market. And this is what I keep saying: is trade the price action, not the news. So if you see a nice catalyst, wait for the price action. Don't anticipate that the market's going to react favorably to it or negatively to it, because the market can behave completely irrationally. And it can stay, the saying is, the market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. And it's so true. So just wait for the price action, wait for the market to react to the news. So if you've got earnings coming out and you think it's good news, I mean, there are certain times when you think, oh, well, come on, it's a no-brainer. Which one was it I traded last? I think it was either Airbnb or Lyft or something. It was one of the earnings after hours, and the earnings numbers came out before there was any price action. I thought, come on. It had absolutely smashed them, and I thought, I'm going a long position here, and then it just took off like a minute later. So the market reacted a little bit later than I did, and sometimes it'd be like that, but sometimes it's a no-brainer. I mean, if the earnings are an absolute smash, then you know it's good. Even if it pulls back later because of forecasts or you know, projections or whatever. Was it Net? No, it wasn't Netflix. It wasn't Netflix. It was something else. It might have been Netflix. I'll have to double check, but whatever it was. But it was, yeah, it might have been Netflix. Yeah, I've got. I mean, Benzinga. It's not the Bloomberg terminal. The best thing that you can get is very expensive. Is Bloomberg terminal. And if you get Bloomberg terminal, it's like instant news drops. But Benzinga's pretty good, and you don't mind missing 30 seconds of a move, because let's face it, if the move's a good move, it's going to last longer than 30 seconds. Quite frankly. So if you miss the first 30 seconds, what's the big deal? But the news drops as it drops. Bloomberg terminal's probably the best one, but it's just your average retail trader can't justify the price for it. Yeah, Zoom's just been moving sideways since the open. No, since the news. There's some big earnings reported this week though. If this pulls all the way back down towards $3, I might take a dip buy. It's been adhering fairly well to this ascending support line here. Not seen you for ages, Matt. Been a while. Well, we're 15 minutes to the power hour. Not a lot of really moving at the moment. NCPL, I can't see why that's halted. Yeah. 10%. Again, you can't trade that either. I mean, that's moving up. The Eurogen Pharma, it's moving up. It's got reasonable volatility. We're talking like 14 cents on the ATR. Spreads are 8 cents though, so it doesn't quite cover it. That makes it risky. But it's just not enough volumes. Well, guys, the overall market. Let's have a quick look at the overall market while we're messing about here. I've sat on our hands. We might get a little bit of action in the in the power hour. So the overall market, it's been a bit of a choppy day overall. Let's have a look at it on 15. So 15 minutes. So coming into Friday, closed on Friday. Again, choppy coming into Friday as well. It's been a very choppy day on Friday. Look at that. It gapped down overnight, well, over the weekend, and then it's just very choppy, a couple of swings, but ultimately it's not gone anywhere. So it's pretty much in and around that kind of 411, 412 level on the SPY. The market just hasn't gone anywhere. And it's been like that for the whole of April. Very sideways. But this is, I think I called this out some time ago. Someone asked me, are we in, you know, is the worst to come? I said, no, the bottom came in October. That's my opinion. From a daily point of view, I believe that the bottom came back in October. But we're not yet in a bull market. I think we're out of the bear market, but we're not yet in a bull market. So we'll see a lot of this sideways ranging over the next few months. Until we actually do re-enter a bull market or back into the bear market. NCPL, picking up a little bit of volume maybe. Nah, I can't see it. Yeah, the volume's picking up on that one. Why? Net capital. Nope, there's no news catalyst. Not that I can see, at least. That's 8. Form 8. Earnings last month. No, not seeing anything. Can't hide that. Missed that opportunity. And this is why I don't like people that say trade the moving average crossover. It's that's, yeah, you would have got in here, made some, but then you wouldn't have got out till you were there. So you effectively you would have made 330 from 15 cents on that big move up by trading the moving average crossover. There, you'd have made 15 cents on a, was effectively a 40-cent move. You can use them as a good a confirmation though if you want it. Rumble making moves to the upside. What's Rumble doing? 954. %. Is there any reason why? Let me have a quick look. Rumble CEO Chris Pavlovsky tweets, cable television is now completely controlled speech. Rumble is the only bastion for authentic speech. DWAC and Rumble shares are trading higher. CNN ousts morning anchor Don Lemon amid controversies. Oh my goodness. Rumble shares trading higher after Fox News announced its parting ways with Tucker Carlson. Not before time. Guy's a clown. There's a prospectus there from last Friday. $280 million, 279 million change shares free in outstanding. I don't know what the float size is, to be honest. That's Rumble. What's a good indicator to use to get out of a trade? Your eyes, Mohammed. What's the price action? I mean, you can use, there's various indicators that you can use. Like I say, I was just talking about the moving average crossover there, but I wouldn't say use a, there's no magical source. You know, there's no magic source for anything. There's no one magic indicator that will tell you right, this deal's done, that's it. The best thing you can do is watch for the price action and watch for the change in sentiment in the price action. You can get an indication of like I say, if things start moving down. If you're in a position and you want to get out, then a good rule of thumb is first red candle, make a new low, either size down or exit entirely. Certainly second red candle to make a new low, you're definitely getting out. That's what I would, good rule of thumb. Class 2 I do every time I get up and go to the bathroom, I stand up. I mean, you've got to admit, it's been a pretty non-eventful day for the most part. We might get something comes good at the end. Got 5 minutes until the power hour. Don't know about that, Clarty. Humor. I couldn't do stand-up nowadays because I would be deemed too offensive. Because I don't take people's feelings into account. I'm one of those people that's. What did I just get in there for? I missed my entry. We'll see. I'm one of those people that believes that, look, if you're offended, if you find something offensive, doesn't mean it's necessarily mean it's offensive. It means that you're offended. And nothing happens if you're offended. Why are people so scared of being offended these days? It's like nothing happens. You don't lose an eye. You know, your hair doesn't turn green. You don't go bald just by getting offended. I mean, you obviously know my position on this gender war. It's like, come on. Just because you're a snowflake doesn't mean that I have to mind my P's and Q's. The whole point of this pronouns nonsense. Oh, he's used the wrong pronouns. How do you know? How do you know that I use the wrong pronouns for you? Because this pronoun business, there's first person pronouns where I'm referring to myself, which is I and me. If I'm talking to somebody, it's in the second person, so that's a second person pronouns, which is you, or it's you. Anything other than that is third person when you're talking about somebody, so they shouldn't be listening into a conversation that they're not part of. So, and if you are, then that's your fault. Well, I'm a big guy. Yeah. The feelings hurt, and when I was a kid growing up, if somebody called me names in the schoolyard, because that's what kids do, they call you names, and you get upset, your feelings are hurt, especially if it's one of your so-called friends. So you go home and you cry and you tell your dad, and what does he say? Sticks and stones, son. Sticks and stones. Whatever happened to sticks and stones? When did it start being relevant? I mean, do we even go sticks and stones will break my bones, but names could never hurt me? I mean, when did we stop saying that as kids? When did we stop teaching that to kids? It just boggles the mind. 5-minute fake out there. That's okay, I don't mind. As long as we're above this ascending support line, I think we're okay. Quite a lot of downwicks would suggest buying pressure, but I've been wrong before today. No, I'm not seeing that. No, I've got the same trend. So that same trend line on the 5-minute there is this trend line here. This is the exact same trend line. It's just the scaling thing. If I spot the trend on the 5-minute whilst I'm doing something with the 1-minute, then I'll put it on the 5-minute while I'm waiting, which is what I did with this. And then once I'm out of the trade or whatever, I'll then apply it. Normally I'll take it off the 5-minute, but I've just left it on there for now. Yeah, neat. You can put it on whatever chart you want. You can add your exits and entries and stuff displayed on whatever time frame you want, whatever chart you want. So, I mean, if I change this to a 5-minute time frame, the entries and exits are still there. It depends on what you've got the chart configured. Cancel me? Yeah, I cancelled myself years ago. I got divorced. Yeah, so, well, of course you can, Neith. It's just in the chart config. So you just go into the chart config on whichever time frame you're looking at. As you can see there, you can see 2 time frames there, but you can see at the bottom as well that there's multiple. I've got multiple charts open. So right now I've got 5 different time frames open for innate bio, and I've got entries and exits posted on 3 of them. Don't know why I've got it posted on the daily. It's giving me no information whatsoever. Is that? But I've got it posted on the 1-minute and the 2-minute. Don't really need it on the 5, 60 or daily. I was getting a little bit on my nerves was that tune then. might pull back to 350. When we get what's the range on this? 5 cents. Yeah, we're 5 cents away as it stands right now, so ish 4 cents. Just remember, the more times the price action touches your trend line, the more accurate it is, the more likely it's to be respected. Of course, nothing's 100%. Between the spreads right now, just under 28 is my my entry. There we go. Now a little bit of green if we can break above that. Come on. You know you want to. Up to $4. Back up to $4. Let's see that. Let's test those highs. 395 was the high of day. So let's go and test that. Go on. You know you want to. No, it's pulling all the way back. Should have taken some profits up there at 332, 333, 5 cents. I should have taken some profit. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. We've got to get a break here. Can we get 340 on here? 330. I said 340, not 330. Come on. Do as you're told. And take the bid with you. Oh, what am I doing? That was a bit silly. Oh well. It's profit. Profit's profit. I pushed the wrong button. I wanted to take half off and I ended up taking the whole lot. Yeah, well. Profit's profit, like I say. Going on with you. Power up at 750. Whoa, we've just got a massive breakout there. An eye point. Can't trade that. Not reliable. We got this can get over 750. Might be of interest. Bit of volume comes in towards the end of the day. Be of interest. Doubt it though. Right, I'm back in where I got out. Trading the range at the minute. That's correct, Neith. You can configure your unrealized to be based on whatever the last transaction was, as opposed to the bid versus ask. So if the last transaction was between the spreads, then you get that as well. So the bid's a good, it's a good benchmark to look at, but I'm gonna get smacked with ECN fees today. Trading so big, for small incremental gains. When like 20,000 shares for a 5-cent gain, it's, whilst it's profitable, it's just smacked with ECN fees. A lot more than commissions. Power trying to make a move up, but it's not a great volume, so probably best to leave it. Leave 10 is this level. FRC back above the VWAP. First Republic Bank. No, the ECM fees isn't calculated like that. If you use limit orders, you can sometimes get away with not get charged ECM fees if you add liquidity to the market. So you get penalized for taking liquidity out of the market. So if you put a marketable order, it doesn't have to be a market order, just a marketable order in there, then you're going to get hit with the ECM fees. Now, the chances are you're going to get hit with ECM fees anyway, but it's depending on which route you go. Some market makers will give you ECN rebates if you add liquidity to the market. Not many though. Okay, so if you send an order that is not marketable right away, so it won't get filled right away. So what you're effectively doing is send an order that you're looking to sell above the ask or buy below the bid. Then you're adding liquidity. So you're basically placing an order that will end up sitting there on the level 2. So you add liquidity because you're not sending a marketable order. Now, if you take liquidity out of the market, it can be a marketable order. It can still be a limit order. But if you're putting like most of my orders, if I might be buying on the ask plus 5 cents, for example, which is a marketable order, it means I'll get it at the ask, but as it's moving up, it'll still fill me at a higher price if it's a particularly volatile stock. So adding liquidity is sending orders that are not marketable at that point in time. Now, a good way to do that is by sending an order that is slightly outside of the spread between the bid and the ask, but it's in line with where the price action's going, and then you'll get filled, and the likelihood is that you're adding liquidity, so you can get a rebate in that sense. That makes sense? Let me know if you need me to clarify, add clarity. Cheers, thanks for that. Right above the VWAP here. Realise the VWAP's down at 273, 274. Extended, we are above the VWAP. Oh, my back is sore. For a bounce on the whole dollar. This could go very, very wrong. I'm not usually in this deep. Yes, it does need, yes. Shocking. Surprise, surprise. Hundred and 160 million shares traded. EYPT is right under the VWAP right now. It's just not breaking over it. Well, nice big bullish candles would help me along here. Half an hour left. He's out on the balcony at the minute, but I'll give her a treat to do it when I let her back in after this trade. It is starting to get a bit darker. I like bullish hammer candles. How we get back up to 330? That's the question. Or even 340 before the end of the day. Or even $4. Let's go and test the highs. That would be nice. Would be nice. $0.25 for 30,000 shares. That would be nice. Come on. Let's move up and take the bid with you. I know you're waiting for me to let you back in. I can see you out of the corner of my eye. Dog looking at me with a side eye. Well, we'll see. There's no shoulda, woulda, coulda. If it breaks below $3 this time, I think it's probably going to be done. It needs to get back over 320. I bounced here last time. I'm hoping this is a double bottom, but I could be very mistaken, and this could go right against me. That has, but it's broke that level. Let's see it bounce. 340 doesn't look likely right now. Just over half an hour till the close. It needs to hold $3 and move back up. Stating the obvious, Tony. I've got plenty of money in reserve. I could actually average down quite a bit here, but then I'm just increasing the risk if it doesn't go in my favour. But do it anyway. Don't need to get over 320. Probably really should have waited for the break of the $5 breakout, $5 handle to make a new high before I added. I don't remember the last time I was in this heavy on something. Off and beyond, maybe. $400 for every cent. The volume's drying up now. I've got all the bloody shares, that's why. Let's see if ape mentality works. Hodl. Hodl for your life. You don't lose unless you sell. I don't think so. Hodl is not a strategy. Or it's a losing strategy. Tesla stock? What about Tesla stock? Yeah, Tesla's up at 162. Got earnings later. No, Tesla, Microsoft have earnings later this week. Meta do. Amazon. Tesla's up at 163 now. Testing 163. Well, it doesn't look like it's above the VWAP, and it's upwards trending right now. It tends to move with the market when it's not got a catalyst of its own. So the market is upwards trending. As long as the market's upwards trending, Tesla will continue to move to the upside, I believe. It did sell off hard. Here we go. It did sell off hard last week with the whole SpaceX. Need to unwind now. So Tesla up at 160, over 163 now, testing 163.20s. So it's on its way up. Long term, Tesla going, you know, they're not just a vehicle company. They're not just EV. They're a data company. You think of all the networks they've got across the data that they're collecting with mapping the roads out and this selfless driving. All of the charging networks that they've got across the country, which across, well, various countries, which other car manufacturers are going to tap into as well. Yeah, you're absolutely right, buddy. Look, we can't be on point 24/7, 365. Losing days come to us all. Well, what a crap day. So let me just talk you through the logic behind that. Not that there was a lot. So now I was in this on its way up. This trend line, it's been fairly adhering to it fairly well. For every time it came down, it bounced back up. So that was my putting line in the sand. As it came down, it actually broke it, and that's when I got the bounce. I had a quick look across to see where it bounced last time, and I saw it bounce. So I actually, as it bounced, I added to the position there, came back again. As it moved back up again, I thought, okay, double bottom. There's logic in there somewhere, but it's the back end of the move, so which wasn't reliable. So this ascending support doesn't last forever, and when it broke, it wasn't a revenge trade, because I was in there already. It was a case of looking for more profits on it, but I was going big on it because averaging down to where I saw that there was already support, but it broke the support. So I looked for the next support for the move back up, and it didn't. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, it did. It took, well, I don't know about my stocks, but it probably took out a whole bunch of stocks, and it kind of flushed down then. So, hey, look, it is what it is. I don't think so. Not with 20 minutes to go. I don't think so, Melon. Although, saying that, we do have earnings with FRC. I'm not sure. They should do. They should do. But we'll see. We'll see. The question is how much could it jump? High of day today is like 1636. Is it going to jump $1, whole dollar? Probably, possibly. Is it going to drop or possibly, probably? I don't know. So it's important to wait for not necessarily wait for the earnings to come out, but wait for the price action, because the earnings might come out and they might be atrocious and we still get some good price action. It's the deposit numbers that you've got to watch for with this, I think, as well, not just the earnings. All these regional banks, the majority of their earnings are deposits anyway. Well, there you go. Thing is, though, is it's hard to borrow. So I don't have any shares to borrow, shares to short. So if it doesn't go, if it goes short, if it sells off, I'm not making any money on FRC. But if it rallies, I might be able to make some. We'll see. We've got 20 minutes. Anything else moving at all? No. A couple of small things. NCPL is moving, but just not at the level I need. Oh, elevator music. Who's in the elevator? April, well, before today we were 106,000 in April. We needed 14,000 more to get to goal this week. So April's good. April's not bad. It's not bad. It's not quite where it needs to be, but we've still got time. We've still got 4 days after today. So we needed, as I say, we needed 14,000 across the week to get to monthly goal. This can get over $16. I might take a punt. Struggling at $16 earlier in the day, if you recall. It just wouldn't hold 16 when I traded it here. Either which way, we're ahead on the year. Also, we might not be ahead on the month at the moment, and we're in drawdown from Friday. We lost 13k on Friday, so we're in drawdown from Friday. So a 30k drawdown as it stands right now. But we're still green on the month, substantially. What will make up for Microsoft's deceleration in Azure? AI momentum, says analysts. Okay. Market on closing balance, 714 million to the sell side. Yeah, it's just sideways chop at the moment in the overall market. There's a big seller there at 16. A couple of big sellers there at 16. 12,000, 7,000, 4,000. I say big sellers. They're not big sellers. They're larger sellers. Larger orders. That's probably the same seller. Probably got 20,000 shares. Yeah, oh, good lord, yeah. 70,000 shares at 16. Wow. There's some depth there in terms of sellers. There's 30,000 share order going through. 70,000. Oh, we got past it. Yeah, it is. There's a bit of volume coming in this last 10 minutes as well. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong chart. No, it's crap volume. It's FRC that the volume's coming. EYPT, just a horrible volume. A couple of decent spikes throughout the day, but most of it's just nonsense in terms of volume. Yeah, NCPL as well. It's I'll put 160 now. Testing 160. And I'll be all right. We've only got 10 minutes left before the market closes anyway. Oh, my back. I need a massage is what I need. Where's my fiance when I need her? Kind of gave that a little over 10 cents. Yeah. I got plus 13 cents out of that. Back over 16, I might get back in. Big downwick on the 5. Buying pressure. And 1 cent away. This is getting a bit volatile up there at this double top. I do like the upwick on the downwick on the 5 though. It needs to break new highs now. Get back up to the highs of 1636 from earlier in the day, maybe. spread should widen quite considerably after hours, so just be careful with that, guys. If you're thinking of trading the earnings on this, just remember the liquidity is less after hours, so the spreads are likely to widen as well, even with the earnings. Last 4 minutes of the market. I'll bring you in after. It's a massive double top, this one. Lovely end pattern that I'm in right now. Below 16, I need 16 to get out. Back below 16, I'll get out. Not breaking out like I really would like it to. Quite a lot of sellers up at kind of 16.05. Another red day. You can't have green days all the time. Doing so well in April. Up until Friday. One red day up until Friday. So this is going to be number 3. Friday was the second red day. Although Thursday, by all the stretches of imagination, should have been a red day. Very, very poorly. Very badly today as well, but oh my goodness, who's selling 100,000 shares? 606. I think you're talking about Thursday, David. I don't think I ever. I went 18k down on Friday, and I was finished 13 down. It was a losing day, red day on Friday. I finished profitable on Thursday. I pulled that back. 45k down at one stage on Thursday. Pulled it back. Well, blood in the water. It happens. Last 30 seconds. Now this could be very dangerous. 5,000 shares, it could drop, like, depending on the earnings numbers as they print. Closed. Yeah, part of the game, absolutely. Told you the spreads would widen. This might be the liquidity grab before it sells off, so I'm kind of a little bit conscious about that. Could be the liquidity grab before it sells. Here comes the sell. Number's not out yet. Yeah, it was a liquidity grab before the sell. We're waiting for the numbers to come out. Conference call at the bottom of the hour, so that as well. Where's the numbers? Hard sell. Hard sell. Where's the numbers? I don't know which way this is going to go. Yes, she does. She trades in duck fillets. It's a beat across the board. What's going on there? EPS beat. Sales beat. Net interest income. Slightly down. Let's see if we can't get this moving up. No. Market's reacting negatively to a good earnings report. Go figure. I'm not trading that anymore. Yeah, that's a bad day at the office. First Republic, look, Q1 EPS, 123 versus an 85-cent estimate. 1.2 billion versus a 1.15 billion estimate. So it's a beat across the board. That's a good earnings report. Let's wait for the turnaround. And they're going to reduce the workforce as well. So that's going to impact the EBITDA positively. Just goes to show, you can't... The market can react in the strangest of ways. Yeah, well, not quite, but close to, Alistair. It must have been already pre-priced. Look at that. Oh, we're saying that. This could... Let's see what happens. Yeah, absolutely straw web. That's about the size of it, yeah. Beaten up for good earnings, rally for bad earnings. I mean, Western Alliance didn't have great earnings, and that moved $5. I might just have walked into a bull trap, but we'll see. Netflix the other day sold off and then recovered its earnings all the way. I'll give it another $1. Volatility on this after hours is a madness. And the volume too. Yeah, that was the borrowings went up because of the whole debacle with Silicon Valley and the likes. Going to get over the VWAP? That's the question. Very good question, Tony. Keep asking it. Over the VWAP, over the $0.50? VWAP's currently at 1553, so we're looking for 1560. 44 on the ask then. Oh, can we curl up? 43, 44 on the ask. Can we curl up? Can we get over the VWAP? Break the VWAP here. 53 is the VWAP. 1550 there on the ask. Better, David? Been a horrible day so far. I'll let you in a minute, dog. Stop scratching the windows. Annoying me now. Well, 1550 is what we're looking for. Come on. 1555 actually. 1553 being the VWAP. So we're looking for the break of the VWAP. Yeah, this is done. This is done. I'm done, I think. There's no trailing stop, there's no stop losses in after hours, David, sorry. This is more stressful than trading in the regular session. Shut up, dog. There's not as much on the old level 2 as there was in the regular session. Conference call in 10 minutes. I don't really want to be holding this position for 10 minutes. Not unless it's moving upwards. I don't mind holding it if it's moving upwards and it's above $15. Don't really want to be holding it into the conference call though. Above $15, I might consider it. Probably raining, that's probably what it is. 98 on the S. The spreads are a lot wider than they were during the regular session. That's 15. Why are we not breaking over 15? Come on. 1560 is what we're looking for. Yeah, cheers, BR. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. Weren't you one of the ones that told me to quit on Thursday as well? Before I turned it around and made 20 grand profit. Well, I wouldn't say that's the headline. I mean, let's face it, that was to be expected after the Silicon Valley Bank run. A lot of regional banks had a fall in deposit because basically people took the deposits out and put them with the larger banks, the JP Morgans and the Bank of Americas and stuff. BNY Mellon and stuff. That's how they react to that. If they've got a plan going forward, which they'll probably map out on this conference call in 10 minutes. It's an earnings trade, Yakinya, but thanks for your concern, boy. Problem is there, Alistair, I can't really buy more. Bloody 125% margin requirement on this. Have you ever lived in Dublin, Strawweb? I need sunshine. My arthritis is killing me. Not decided yet, Andrew. It depends on what you're looking for in a broker and where you're located and the size of account that you can afford. So in Europe, you're kind of struggling to find a good broker if you've got a small account that'll allow you to day trade. Still waiting for the break of the VWAP. Might not get there, but we'll see. Well, I've got another half an hour. I'll get. I won't be able to trade after 5. So whatever position I'm in at 5 o'clock, that gets locked in until the morning. That's annoying. I don't know what that sound is. The spreads have narrowed, at least. Well, quite a lot of orders going through. Well, there's all the additional volume just coming in then. It's on the back of this conference call, so I'm just seeing where this gets to. I'm giving it $1. Very close now. We'll be getting out very soon. There we go. Well, it's still better than February. Right, let's have a look at the chat. Let's see what moronic comments have been issued in the chat. Okay, so I'm still 60k up on the month. Okay, in the UK, CMEG's quite good. It depends on the size of account you can afford to open. If you've got a small account, anything kind of 25, 30k or less than 25k, then CMEG's probably one of the better ones. Trade Zero, I've heard bad reports from. Interactives is great. Interactive Brokers is fantastic, but they do impose the pattern day trading rule, so not ideal for a small account. Trade Zero doesn't carry the full order book either. In In days you have drawdowns, what do? Come back the next day and try and recover from it. No, Matt. Yeah, it's still up for the month. Like, I'm still ahead on the year, way ahead on the year, and still up for the month. And still more profitable than February. So we've got a week left, and we've got some big earnings this coming week as well. So watch this space. How am I feeling right now? Yeah, look, it's my own fault. What you've got to understand, guys, is a couple of weeks ago I was sitting here $68,000 up. So it's all relative. Yeah, it's a pain in the hole, but the market owes me nothing. I know I owe nothing to the market. It's if you let it get to you, if you let losses get to you, you're going to end up doubting your own capabilities. So easy come, easy go. It's just one of those things. I mean, this is not the biggest loss I've incurred. It certainly won't be the last time I have a big loss, and it certainly won't be the last time I trade after hours either. So, bit of a strange one with the way that the earnings report came out. But look, it is what it is. There's always going to be a role for AI. Look, people have got the wrong idea about AI. It's not the be all and end all that people think it is. It's a buzzword. People are using it for marketing right now, and look, AI is just a computer program that adapts. It's an adaptable computer program. Is what it is. So don't buy into the whole AI thing about it taking over humans. It won't. Yeah, tech earnings will definitely have volatility. This a whole bunch of things, Nereus. Traded 6 stocks today. 5 of them I've lost on. So only Zoom made money for me. The big one was FRC. I think it was FR. No, it was I think it was FRC. I lost all that money on before as well, but. No problem, Dan. But I'm gonna knock it on the head. I'll be back at it tomorrow, same place, same time, and I'll see you there, guys. Take it easy. See, before I go, the one thing with First Republic Bank, would have made a lot more money with that if I was able to short it. But it's hard to borrow, so I didn't have shares to short. So whereas at least with the tech stocks, if you get it wrong in the first instance, you go long and it goes against you. You can go short and recover what you've lost and maybe make a profit. So trading earnings, it's better to have a easy to borrow stock like a lot of the tech stocks that are very volatile. So you live and learn. Easy come, easy go. Take it easy, guys.